So, I mean, I know we talked before the game, but after the game in Cleveland, a little wild one, right? I mean, you're up by two, you're down by one, you're up by two, and it was a pretty big win for that.
Yeah, it was a big win. Obviously, they have a really good team, and we're first in the division, I believe, when we played them. Exciting game for those who are watching and at home. Obviously, we'd like to get a lead and hold on to it and not have it be so back and forth. But I think the team showed a lot of character there and never given up, and it was a big win.
Axis talks about how Laval is chaotic, but if you look at some of the games you guys have played this season, I think the Amherst was rather chaos.
Yeah. I mean, we try to play a predictable, structured style game. Sometimes I feel like when it gets high scoring, it's considered chaos. But yeah, they have a very talented forward group and can score a lot of goals. So it's something that we need to be aware of, and we have some areas that we can take advantage of and exploit.
Both these teams are high scoring. Yeah. How do you, from a team defensive side, how do you contain their offense and limit their chances?
Yeah, I think that we have a game plan that we've put in place that will limit their chances. Obviously, if we worry about taking care of defense first, is kind of the message that will lead to our offense. When you have two offensive teams like that, you can kind of get back and forth. But if you just try to take care of the D zone first, then puck usually bounces your way, and you create chances from that.
When you talk about taking care of the D zone, then that leads to breakouts, right? Through the neutral zone, getting on the rush.
Yeah.
How important is it to be quick through that, use your speed to kind of bump pucks behind their knee?
Yeah, it's very important. I think that when you have two offensive teams, it's usually teams that are thinking offense quick and thinking it. You know, they're trying to jump past the guy, or the defense is looking to pinch to keep pucks alive, and that's what leads to good offense. But that's an area that you can exploit in transition quickly by creating turnovers, and it's got to be fast before they jump back into structure. That can lead to offense and rushes and odd man rushes.
What have these first three games been like against Laval? There's been a combined 32 goals scored into those.
Wow. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that stat, but I feel like the last few years it's been very much the same way. Like, it feels like someone in the game is scoring 5 goals. It's pretty crazy. Obviously, they got the better of us that second game there, but we know how talented they are, and it's a big matchup for us, and hopefully we can keep the puck out of our net.
You had a hat trick against them last month, and collectively you've been one of the leading forwards in goals. How have you felt about your season and how productive you've been?
Yeah, it's obviously been a pretty good start for myself. I'm happy with how things are going. Obviously, a little setback there with a lower body injury, but it was nice to get back out on the ice. I feel like I've been clicking well with my line mates, and me and Mercy have kind of been together quite a bit this year, and kind of building off that chemistry that we had last year. And yeah, it's been a good start, and I'm happy with the way things are going so far.
You and Apps have both used the word predictable, and he said that Mercy is one of the most predictable players he's maybe gotten the chance to coach. How does that help someone like yourself thrive on the offensive side of the puck?
Yeah, I think that is one of the reasons that I enjoy playing with Murchie so much, and that we have that chemistry is predictability. It's just like, it's not always the fancy play, but it's just making the right play, the simple play. And that allows me to use my speed through the neutral zone and forecheck, because I know he's going to get pucks in deep, or I know that he's going to bump pucks back to me on the rush, and it just allows me to not question where the puck's going, and just kind of already know where the puck's going because of the way he plays.
Toward the beginning of this month, it looks like a very different team out there, but now you, minus some guys from last week, are getting healthier, getting back. Is it nice to see this team sort of, in some ways, be returning to form?
Yeah, it's really exciting. Obviously, we went through a really rough patch there where we had, I think I heard Donnie say 13 guys out of the lineup at one point compared to that opening night roster, which is, I don't know if I've ever been a part of a team that has lost that many guys. So It was a challenge there, but I think guys came in and did a great job filling in. Got a big win that first night that we lost a bunch of people, and but it's exciting to have everyone back and people starting to get healthy. And I think we're a really elite team when we have everyone in the lineup, and it's great to have everyone getting healthy.